Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's the Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset as we start our show tonight in East Tennessee, and we're going to talk to the guy that I started the whole thing with. But anyway, and we didn't get a chance to talk to him last week, but we're going to catch up to him right now. He's head coach of the William Blount Governors, head coach Philip Shadowens. How you doing tonight, Coach Shad?
Doing great, Stork. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Well, let's run through it. You're sitting right now at 3-5, and you do have 8 games in, and a lot of people don't. So, but you've been lucky, and you played 8 games. You lost to Maryville. You beat Oliver Springs. You lost to Ottawa, and that's one of them games you wish you kind of had back. And then you beat Heritage, and you lost to McMinn. You beat to Sevier County. Lost to Elizabethton, and then we catch you up to this past Friday night, and 38-28 Bradley Central. But as that score was coming in, Coach Shad, you were holding them there, and right up until the third quarter or something. But take me through that game, please.
Oh, we stayed in the game the entire game. It was 31-28 with 3 minutes left, and we had them in 2 different third down situations, and just couldn't get off the field. They got a tailback that's fantastic, and he's a twin brother of the kid that's going to Virginia, the quarterback there that's been hurt, but really talented kid, and had him hemmed up a couple times on third down, and he just made people miss. And that's the same kid had given Maryville the week before so many problems as far as in the run game. He's just he's a kid that's hard to tackle. He's extremely explosive, and unfortunately, we just didn't make that play at the end of the game to give us back the ball. So. Thought all in all, I saw great effort on both sides of the ball. We had some turnover. We had 2 turnovers early and gave them in the first half and gave them a short field on 2 different occasions inside our own 40. And, you just we can't afford to make mistakes like that against teams like Bradley, or really against anybody, but certainly, against teams like Bradley. You can't give them short fields with the type of talent they have. So, but it was senior night. We went ahead and had senior night, even though we do have a home game next week. You just never know with the COVID thing going on. And, I'm really proud of what our kids were able to do, because I could not be at practice last week one time. I was in quarantine myself. I had to coach from the press box Friday night. I'm still not allowed to be at school. I do go to practice this week and watch from distance, and I can't be face to face really with the kids right now. So it's been a strange time. I've never seen a year quite like it, obviously, and but our kids certainly I thought prepared well. My assistant coach did a great job. I've been in more Zoom meetings in the last 2 weeks than I ever thought I would be, I guess. But this week we have another great chance. Our season's still alive. It's still in front of us. We beat Cleveland Friday night. We can beat Lenore City the week after that, and then we're 5-5. First of all, which hadn't been done here since like 2007. But more importantly, it gives us a great opportunity to still go in the playoffs. And that's a goal that we had set for ourselves 2 years in a row, making a 6A state playoffs with the teams we have to play, and is a huge accomplishment. So we've had a wonderful week of practice. The kids are really prepared, and they're excited about the opportunity. We just have to, kind of build on how hard and how well we did certain things last week and alleviate some problems and some mistakes that we made, and just take another step forward.
Senior-wise, when you start talking about your leadership, Coach Shad, I mean, what are we looking at on the team as far as those guys, as far as they got to have these games, and you're speaking into getting into the playoffs as you face Cleveland Friday night?
Sure, we only have 10. Actually, we have 11 now. We've had 2 kids that came out just as seniors, but we have really 6 seniors that play really much at all. We're mostly a sophomore and junior-dominated team, and which is a good thing, in a lot of ways. That's not always good for the moment, but it's good for the future. But we have a senior quarterback that's starter for 3.5 years now. We don't have a lot of seniors on our football team, but obviously, quarterback. But his little brother's a sophomore, and he's a crazy talented kid. So that position's going to be fine. But I mean, our seniors, they've wanted to make their mark. I mean, we made a mark last year and made it to the playoffs for the first time as far as earning your way in. Since way back in 2007, and that was a big accomplishment. But now we want to improve on the record and also make back-to-back trips to the playoffs. And it starts Friday night, and our kids understand that, and they're certainly prepared. And last year this was a huge game for us. We won this game last year, in the rain. It was ugly, and it could be ugly again this week. We don't know for sure about Friday night yet, but just an opportunity to put ourselves in position to make it back to the playoffs would be a huge accomplishment for our kids. And so that's what we're focused on. And for those 48 minutes, playing as hard and as well as we can. And I know our kids will certainly do that for us.
Health-wise, you going to be okay going in Friday night?
Yeah, we had lost two of our five starting offensive linemen for 3 weeks. That really hurt us through that little run of Elizabethton and some of those teams we had to play those. We had to play that without those starters, and we're not real deep up front. So having those kids back last week for the first time in 3 weeks made a huge difference. And as of right now, we feel like we lost one D-back with a high ankle sprain actually yesterday in practice, but we have a backup there. We feel okay, and he's also a part-time receiver. But so it hurts us a little depth-wise. But other than that, we think everybody is healthy and ready to go. And I'll be coaching again from the booth on Friday night. I've just been asked to be, really talk to my administration. I said, when we got to be overly cautious about this COVID thing because Sydney had it, my daughter, and from she works at a hospital and she was exposed, I guess, at work and so we've had to be really, really, really careful not to expose our kids to that. So I've had to coach from a distance.
Well, and it's there, and it's a part of it, and hopefully you'll be able to get through it and pick up this win. And Coach, next week will be the last time I talk to you as we head into the playoffs. But I wish you the best of luck Friday night, and we will talk to you next week.
Sounds good, Stork. Big game for us, and it ought to be a fun one, and we appreciate it, brother.
All right, take care.